The following segment is sponsored by North Star Financial and Retirement Planning.
If the stock market has your stomach in knots, you're not alone. And if you're in or nearing retirement, it's a good time to really get dialed in on how much risk you're taking on. Joining us now are George Fossing and Zach Jenkins. They're part of the team at North Star Financial and Retirement Planning, a local area firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. George and Zach, also popular radio show hosts, joining us now in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
First, current market volatility. It has investors on edge. What's your take overall about what we're seeing right now?
Our crystal ball is broken, so unfortunately we don't know. But what we see out there, and again, is there's a lot going on, obviously. You know, the Ukraine, it's very, very scary, quite frankly. Inflation's running amok. Good news underlying is the economy's buzzing along. There's not enough stuff out there, so it's driving inflation. But this is precarious with the markets. Stock market hates the unknown. And there's a lot of unknowns out there. And this is especially dangerous if you're entering retirement or in retirement. Why? Because you need this money. It's not like you're 25 and you say, hey, I'll wait it out. All of a sudden, this is money you want to use or you need to have. And watching the accounts go down, especially like this first quarter, I think NASDAQ was down at one point, technologies was down about 19%. That's where people start getting scared and out there. You don't want to put yourself in harm's way. Also talking about the R word, recession. It's getting a little more coverage out there. Our job really with our clients is to really be in front of this, be aware, and talk people off the ledge, if you will, what's going on, but make these moves strategically in front before something happens out there. You know, it's an ounce of prevention, pound of cure. Yep. In our world, it's really important.
Yeah, anytime you can stay ahead of it, you're as well off as you can be.
You want to be proactive, not reactive.
Yeah.
We often hear that your portfolio should match your age and your stage. We've talked about that. How do you know when you might be taking on too much risk right now in this time?
Well, you know, if you haven't looked at your allocations in 20 years or maybe made adjustments, it might be a good time to, review that,
The telltale is not sleeping at night.
Yeah.
You're worried about your accounts, right? That's your body's telling you something. It's telling you really need to take a look at this and say, hey, that's not good. When your money's managing you, you're not managing your money. That's really, you need to take that into account.
Yeah. Well, we know a big loss before retirement can really blow somebody's plan if they take on that big loss. But talking to anybody in or nearing retirement, what do they need to consider when it comes to generating income at that time?
And, a lot of the folks that call us from the show, they're already retired, and that's a question that they want answered. They've worked and accumulated, these funds, and they want to take income and not have to worry about running out of money. They want to be able to enjoy it with confidence. We use this analogy a lot. If you're up here and then you're down 50%, you need 100% return to get back to where you are. So if you find yourself, if we, speaking of the R word, we go through some kind of prolonged down market and a recession, and you're down 40, 50%, well, you're going to need 7% for 10 years in a row to get back to where you were. So imagine being, 65 years old and having to wait till 75 to get back to where you are now. Yep. Where you don't want to be in retirement is worried about that. And you don't want to be sitting on the sidelines, having to postpone trips and doing things with grandkids.
There's a saying in our business, it drops like an elevator. You have to climb stairs to get back up.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
It's a much tougher climb. But people want to, people might be planning for the worst, but they want to strategize for the best possible outcome. So given the current state of the market, what do you think the number one thing is that retirees and pre-retirees, is there anything they need to avoid doing right now or any piece of advice there?
Yeah, one of the big things we run into, and this is over the years, been doing this 25 years, is it's like a contest with your retirement accounts. Well, I'll get out when it gets back to where it was.
Heard that recently.
Okay, that's folks, we get it, and it's kind of dangerous. So you have to, what if it doesn't? What if it continues to go down, down, down? I met people in 2008, viewers out there who've been through this understand that. The market dropped, S&P 500 dropped 53% in 16 months. People were freaking out. I had people coming into my office, they weren't opening their statements, they were afraid. And going in, and at some point you exit. These people were, and it's nerve-wracking. You don't want to do that. So the big thing is don't take it personal. If you have enough, find out if you have enough. First of all, then protect what you have.
Well, people will always feel better. They'll sleep better at night if they know they can protect what they have and talk to you. So it's an important conversation. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Margaret.
thanks for being here. And for those of you at home, if you're currently retired or getting close to retirement and you'd like to learn more about how you could potentially reduce your future taxes, as well as help to grow and protect your hard-earned savings and investments, North Star Financial has a great offer for you. Right now until July 2nd, they're offering a complimentary, no obligation retirement and investment report. The report will include potential tax savings opportunities and ways to reduce the effects of market volatility on your portfolio. Their team will schedule a phone call, video call, or future in-office meeting so they can speak with you personally and provide you with a roadmap going forward. The number to call now, area code 864-309-8146.